Hey there guys, this is Sam.
And Justin.
At the Survival Review. And today we are going to be talking about the 8th film in the Fast and Furious franchise. The Faith... I can't fucking do this.
Oh, okay.
Fate of the Furious.
Oh. So you good?
Yeah, I'm better.
Alright. So, The Fate of the Furious.
Fate of the Furious.
The 8th movie in the long-running and still going strong, surprisingly, Fast and Furious franchise.
Somehow. I don't know how it's lasted this long, but it's doing better and better with every movie, so...
So this movie is actually a milestone. It's the first Fast and Furious movie that he saw in theaters.
Yeah. It's actually... I hadn't seen any of these movies at all until earlier this week when he and I sat down and watched 1, 5, 6, and 7 in one sitting.
Because those are the only ones that really matter.
Yeah.
So we just marathoned those, and now he's finally seen them. Mm-hmm. I never thought I'd actually see a Fast and Furious movie with him, and it's weird to actually be reviewing one with him. I never thought that would happen.
Me either.
So The Fate of the Furious basically has Dominic Toretto going rogue for some unknown reason that's not revealed till later. And this crew has to stop him from stealing all his secret, crazy government stuff, like these EMPs and like secret government launch codes.
Codes to nuclear weapons.
So the team they have to work together with the Jason Statham character from the last movie and go try to stop this evil terrorist character played by Charlize Theron and turn Dom back to the good side, basically.
Yeah. And all this started with a movie about street racing.
Yeah, and stealing DVD players.
Oh, okay.
So that being said, this movie was actually entertaining.
It was for the most part an entertaining movie. It wasn't bad by any means.
No, it's not the best Fast and Furious movie. It's a good middle ground.
Yeah. Where
it's not as good as the best ones, but not as bad as the worst ones. It's kind of in the middle there.
And it's one of these things where Fast and Furious series, none of them are great movies.
No, well, none of them are actually good movies.
No,
they're just entertaining.
They're just entertaining action movies that you shut your brain off and enjoy. Yeah,
and it's really weird hearing people like really complain about this one, saying it's like really terrible, but I'm like, it's no different from the other ones. Maybe not like Fast 5 is actually like really entertaining. Fast 5's the peak of the series. But like to say this one's like the worst or like terrible, it's like, have you seen the rest of them? It's really the same thing. There's nothing like overly bad. There's some actual like legit flaws I do have with some stuff in the movie, but aside from that, it's not a whole lot different from the rest of the series.
They're all stupid movies.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some really good action scenes in the movie that are of course not realistic and of course really dumb, but they're just so entertaining.
Yeah. The highlight of the movie is the scene where somehow they managed to turn on a bunch of like self-driving cars, and apparently every car in New York is self-driving.
Yeah.
And they have like every car for like many city blocks chasing after them.
Yeah.
And just slamming against this limo with this government official, whatever it is from. I was laughing so hard.
Oh my god, it was so great. The best shot. It's just like one shot of the road, and all of a sudden all these cars come like round the corner, crashing into each other, just going nuts. It's amazing. It's so great.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I was thoroughly entertained by that.
And then the whole ending scene where they're like driving on the ice and being chased by the submarine, that was all great too.
It was fun.
It was so much fun, so ridiculous. Like watching this movie and seeing The Rock like at this Russian base in the snow and stuff, I'm like, what is this movie? Is this Fast and Furious? It's so far removed from Fast and Furious, but who cares?
At this point, they're just seeing how far they can go with it, and
they're just pushing it. And
they're still getting away with it.
Oh yeah, it's so entertaining. And the best part of this movie to me is Jason Statham.
Yeah, he was great, and Jason Statham and his mother, who is a sort of new addition.
Yes.
Played by Helen Mirren.
Yeah.
And she was fantastic.
They got Helen Mirren to be in this movie.
Somehow.
Now it's only a small role. It's kind of basically like an extended cameo. She only has like 2 scenes. Mm-hmm. But those 2 scenes, she was great. Yeah. And she has great chemistry with Jason Statham.
It's fantastic.
I want to see a whole movie on them too. Like I never thought I wanted to see a movie starring Jason Statham and Helen Mirren, but I want a spin-off on that family.
They were by far the 2 most interesting.
Oh, they were. And Jason Statham and The Rock had really good chemistry in the movie. Yeah. And it has like back and forth because of course The Rock hates him because he was the bad guy in the last movie. And there's a lot of that going back and forth, and I thought they had really good chemistry. Like,
For the most part.
as the series progresses, I kind of just want The Rock and Statham to lead the team now.
There were a couple moments with them, though, one specifically where just out of nowhere they suddenly got along. There was no real build up to them having to work together. It was just like they hated each other and then they were friends.
Oh yeah, there's this really awkward scene where it's like it's trying to make it seem like Jason Statham used to be a good guy, then went bad. Like he got this really high honor in the British military, but then dropped out. So you kind of get the feeling that he was originally a good guy. Get it? Mm-hmm. And right as that scene ends, him and The Rock are buddies.
Yeah.
And it's there's nothing there that would just because he found out he used to be a good guy, that doesn't make him like him. Yeah,
I mean, are you forgetting that he murdered a member of your team?
Yeah, that's also a problem leading into the end, which I'm not exactly going to spoil the end, but I understand they have to work together. That's actually plot-wise, that's actually really interesting. Yeah. Take the villain from the last movie, and now they have to work together with him. I think that's really unique and really fun. And there's some stuff that happens, is a really important thing that Statham does at the end there, that of course would make them kind of respect him a bit more, but they get way too friendly with him at the end of this movie, and it's dude, he killed Han.
Yeah.
And you're still just, they totally bypass all of that. So. And it's just so bizarre. And that was the one legit character problem I had with this movie.
Yeah.
It's just that just seemed so wrong. It went too far. They were too friendly. They were buddies. They're all buddies by the end of this movie, basically. Mm-hmm. And it's no, that doesn't even make any sense. It's ridiculous. But Jason Statham has the best fight scenes. Well, the whole prison breakout scene was entertaining as hell. And he's more badass in this movie than in the Expendables movies, which is really sad. And then he has a great scene at the end on this plane, fighting off a bunch of guys. And I think he's the best part of this movie. Most just because it's Jason Statham. He's just an awesome guy. Just that's why The Rock is also great in this, because he has just so much charm and charisma. And that's why we're not talking about Vin Diesel, because Vin Diesel is completely charmless and charisma-less.
Even though he's the main character, he's the least interesting.
Every time he has those loud outbursts, that's when it's really bad acting shines through, and it's so cringeworthy.
Yelling isn't emotion. That's not how you act.
I mean, that's how most of these movies are. If somebody's angry at somebody, they just yell at each other because it's drama. But every time Diesel does it in this movie, it's very awkward and it's kind of ooh, this is our main hero. Yeah. I don't mind these in the movie. I like Vin Diesel, but don't give him the real dramatic stuff. Please don't.
It is Fate of the Furious. The extent of the drama in the movie is, it's thin.
Well, there actually is important stuff revolving around his character, Diesel's character. That actually has some legit dramatic stuff. So there is actually that. The rest of the movie is fluff and entertaining fluff. But one of the problems in the movie is the villain.
Yes.
Charlize Theron, who's a great actress.
We both love Charlize Theron.
When I heard she was going to be in the movie, I was awesome, that's sick.
She was not good.
First off, she's boring.
Yeah.
I did not think Charlize Theron signed on to this movie knowing that she was just going to be talking the entire time.
Yeah.
She has no action scenes, no fight scenes, no driving scenes. She's just in a room giving Vin Diesel orders the entire movie. She looks bored out of her mind.
She's just reading lines.
Basically, and it's just it's so uninteresting. And I'm I wanted to have a cool villain. We had a cool villain in the last movie, Jason Statham. It's that's awesome. And this is your follow-up to that? It's just her? It's oh.
Yeah.
I thought the movie was going to open differently than it did. I thought it was going to open the trailer did, with them on that mission in Berlin, and then all of a sudden Dominic goes rogue, and you're oh, why is that happening? But there's this huge prologue in Cuba, which, to their credit, does end up paying off in the end.
Yeah.
So it does actually make sense. But when I first saw it, I'm this is pointless. And then you get this terribly awful scene with The Rock as a soccer coach.
Oh my god,
coaching his daughter's team.
About that.
That scene was so terrible.
That was bad.
I don't know. When I was watching the scene, I'm what the fuck am I watching?
It was you're watching one of those Disney movies where The Rock is...
Yeah, it was. It's
Vin
Diesel, Vin Diesel and the pacifier.
Yeah.
It's exactly what that was.
It felt like that kind of movie, and it was just bad.
But I thought, especially since the prologue, you see, going in that Dom is not actually a bad guy. He's being forced to do this.
Yeah.
But I didn't like the movie open with him being the good guy, and then you see Charlize Theron, and they show him some sort of picture, you don't know what it is, and then he was okay, I have to do this. I wanted to start out with him already being bad.
Yeah.
So I thought that'd be more interesting than what we got.
Yeah. And I thought it was kind of predictable, the whole picture thing. I was he's got a kid or something. That's somehow he has a kid, because what else could he possibly It has to be a person, and they're not going to bring Mia back.
No.
So, like,
also, I feel so bad for that actress.
Yeah.
Because thanks to Paul Walker, she had to be written out of the series.
Pretty much. They gave him one throwaway line, and that was it. As well as naming the baby. Shockingly, spoilers.
Spoilers, yeah. Because you did not see that coming at all.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell has more screen time.
Yeah.
But also, wait, that leads to a flaw, though. Because he has this, like, apprentice character.
He sucked, too.
Played by Scott Eastwood.
Oh, God.
He was awful.
He was terrible. And he's supposed to be, like, this character that
he's, like, naive, and he's, like, by the books, so he's, like, he thinks everybody's being crazy and being ridiculous, and he slowly comes around to accepting it.
But he was also just, like, bad at acting.
Yeah, he really was. Every time he was on screen, I'm like, get away. Like, I want to see Kurt Russell. I don't want to see you.
Yeah.
And the fact that at the end of the movie, he's, like, at the family table, like, he's part of the team now. It's like, ah. And you know this movie, this series weirdly really loves continuity.
Yeah.
And so they know they're going to bring him back in the next one.
Oh, no doubt.
They're gonna. It's like, no. Don't. Bring back Kurt Russell. I love Kurt Russell. He has more screen time in this movie, and he's very entertaining. So bring him back. I thought that was also something, again, with the end. I know we're kind of, like, spoiling some stuff for the movie, but I don't know if anybody legit cares. But at the end of the movie, there's the big scene, of course, at the end of every Fast and Furious movie, the family at the table together. And Kurt Russell's character was there. And I thought that was really weird, because he's supposed to be this kind of, like, shady, like, government guy. It just seemed weird to have him out in the open at their house having dinner.
It felt out of place.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he's Mr. Nobody.
That's his character's name.
Yeah. He's not supposed to be the part of the family.
Yeah, he's
just
not.
This guy that kind of gives them missions.
Yeah, so that was really awkward. I'm like, don't do that. Keep him as this mysterious character. Because, again, this franchise is so weird in that it loves continuity, and he thinks that everybody, like, remembers everything from the previous movies.
Including, like, Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, the movie that has nothing to do with the series.
Yeah, well, to give them props, they somehow found a way to actually tie that movie into the storyline and make it work. Like, I give props to them. They somehow took the, like, spin-off Black Sheep movie of the franchise and actually made it relevant.
Which is pretty impressive.
Yeah. But, like, there's so many, like, callbacks. Like, there's a couple character cameos in this movie. And it's just so funny that, like, you watch the X-Men franchise and the continuity is a total mess.
Yeah.
But then watch this one, there's probably some, like, you know, holes you can find that don't tie together.
Oh, sure.
But for the most part, it's actually really solid continuity between movies. It's so bizarre. It's cool. Like, I love it when movie series do that, but it's just like, really, Fast and Furious is the one that puts the effort into it. So whenever this movie kind of lags, because it has laggy moments, I felt.
Yeah.
And whenever, like, it lags and I start losing interest, it does something to make me interested again. It's so weird.
There's some unique action set piece or something.
Or, like, honestly, when that first chase scene on the ice kind of started out, I wasn't too into it.
No.
And then all of a sudden they cut to the plane and Jason Statham jumps in and I'm like, I'm back in. And then they added more with submarine actually shooting off, like, the missiles and stuff. And the action scene became good. Mm-hmm. Like, every time there's, like, a lag and every time something, like, falls flat and it's, like, doesn't work and gets boring, they do something else to make you interested in it again. Yeah.
Which I wish there weren't those laggy portions, but at least they kind of pull you back into it.
Yeah. So it's weird. Like, Fast and Furious 8, it was entertaining.
Yeah, wasn't an awful movie.
No. Like, ranking-wise, like, I still think Fast 5 is the best, of course.
Yeah.
And then I'd say under that would probably be 7.
Yeah. And then 6.
And then this one. Yeah, that's what I'd go. I guess this is, like, the least of, like, the resurgence of the franchise from 5 and going forward. I think this is one of the least of those.
I would agree. It's definitely not a movie that I have plans on rewatching.
No, not until we have to marathon it for Fast and Furious 9.
Oh, God. And 10.
And 10.
Who knows? They'll probably make a fucking 11th movie.
Probably. They're like 10's the last one, and then that one's going to make a lot of money, and then they're going to make another one.
Yeah.
You know. And I know this is unavoidable, so this is not a flaw with the movie, but the movie was kind of missing, like, Paul Walker.
Yeah.
It did feel a little empty without him. I wasn't sure if it would, you know, because, like, Paul Walker never made a big impression on me in general. Even in the Fast and Furious movies, didn't make a big impression. But I feel like you really need Paul Walker if your movie's going to star Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
I feel like you need them to be together. Like,
they kind of, neither of them are great actors or are really, really, like, good? Interesting.
Yeah.
But they played off each other.
Yeah. Yeah, and, like, I thought that was missing, especially when you have like, Dom as the main character of the movie. Like, you know, Too Fast and Furious didn't work because it was just starring just Paul Walker, and it was a crappy sequel, but, like, it picked up when you had them two back. Yeah. That's why I hope the next movies play up more of the other characters. Sadly enough, not the actual core team, because none of them are really that interesting.
No.
Like, Rochelle Rodriguez is there, Tyrese Gibson has the occasional funny moment that every movie seems to make him bigger and bigger, give him more and more stuff.
God, there were so many Tyrese Gibson jokes.
Yeah, and some of them were funny.
I laughed once or twice at him. Yeah. I won't say that he wasn't funny at all, but like a lot of them were just like, okay, Jesus, stop. There's
so many moments where it's like, this joke is still going. In every movie, he gets more and more and more screen time. Like, scale him back. He's good in moderation. He's fine. Mm-hmm. But like him, like, Ludacris is just there, and the hacker girl from the last movie is just there.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about her.
Yeah, but like, just beef up Jason Statham and The Rock. Kind of make them center stage. You know, I know the series is about Vin Diesel, but like, without Paul Walker, it
could be about any of them. It doesn't matter.
So, out of 10?
Out of 10, it's weird to rate these movies because they're not good movies, but they're fun. But this one, I would give it a middle of the ground, just a 5. 5 out of 10. Not bad, not amazing. It had some entertaining bits. It had some things that I really didn't like. Mm-hmm. Very middle of the ground.
Yeah, I'm going to go 6 out of 10. So like I said, you know, it is an entertaining, like, dumb movie, but has some really annoying bits in there. Yeah. So that's Fast and Furious, or The Fate of the Furious, which I still can't get over that title.
I mean, with 9, the thing I'm most excited for is what they call it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll still be here to see 9. I'll still go see it, like, willingly. Like, I'm not reluctantly seeing it. I'm not seeing it just, like, out of obligation. Like, I've seen the rest. So I'm not really excited for it, but I'm looking forward to seeing 9.
Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to it, but I'll see it.
Yeah. We'll still see it and review it and, you know, promote Corona.
Yeah.
So
until then.
Until then.
We'll see you guys next time.